Our top story this afternoon, by-elections are underway to choose the mayors of South Korea's two biggest cities, the capital Seoul and the southeastern city of Busan. For more on this, we have our Kim Do-yeon standing by at a polling station in Seoul to give us more details. Do-yeon.
Mark, since 6 a.m., polling booths here in Dongjak-gu district in Seoul have been getting busy. Now, as you have mentioned, by-elections today will decide who will take the vacancies of the two biggest cities in the country. Considering that, on top of the people in other parts of the country that are voting to select 19 other public officials, more than 12 million people are eligible to vote in today's elections. As of 11 a.m., nearly 13% of eligible voters have voted today in Seoul and 12% for Busan. That's not as high as the same point in the local elections in 2018, but the early voting a few days ago did hit a record high at 20.5% across the two cities. One thing to note is that unlike the general elections or presidential elections, workers don't get today off. They will have to go back to work after voting or vote after work as polling closes at 8 p.m. This is not the first time that voters have cast their ballots in mid-COVID-19, as a year ago in last April, the country held a general election. That being said, the preventive measures such as keeping distance, temperature checks, using gloves, and avoiding elevators are nothing new to most of the voters here today.
Yes, we've all gotten used to safety first in this era of the pandemic. But Do-yeon, as they're voting for the mayors of the two largest cities in the country, tell us what that means, as this, as you say, is a by-election, not a local election.
Mark, that's right. The vacancies come following the apparent suicide of Park Won-soon, the former Seoul mayor, and Oh Go-don, his resignation, the former Busan mayor. Both of them were linked to separate sexual harassment cases. Now, the winners of this election will hold office for the remainder of their predecessors' terms, which are both 1 year and 3 months. While the terms are short, both the ruling Democrats and the main opposition People's Power Party could see this as a litmus test ahead of the presidential election next year. That's all I have for you at this hour. Back to you, Mark.